Good morning. I'm trying to figure out. I hear like a rattling sound under the hood somewhere, and I heard it yesterday. I was trying to see if it stops when the air is on, but I still hear it. Can you hear it? I'm gonna have to mention it to the neighbor because I didn't have that sound before. Something might have got hit when his tool fell down. I don't know. Okay. Well, how are you? Me? Oh, I hear it again. Me, I'm okay. I fell yesterday down my stairs and really got hurt. I was coming out for something, I forget what, and I had a sneezing fit and lost my balance and fell and really hurt this left shoulder, which you know is my bad shoulder because it's no bone. It's some metal and some broken metal. And that left arm is really swelled. And I had kind of twisted my ankle, but the ankle seems better. Let's see. Today is a busy day, everyone. It's the 3rd, so it's my Social Security check day. So I need to pay rent, car insurance. Usually I pay my phone early in the morning, but I was busy, and so I'll have to get on my... Hear that noise? I'll have to get on my phone in a while and pay it. I pay that through my phone. And right now I'm going to go to Garland to get bedding for the chicken coop. I don't know where that noise is coming from, and I didn't have that noise before he put the alternator in. I think something needs to be tightened. It's not over there where the alternator is. The noise is coming from this way. Let me know in the comments if you can hear it. It's like a kind of like a rattling. It almost sounds like if you're boiling water and you got rocks in the water. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Yeah, I don't know. And I just heard it starting yesterday. know what? I wonder if it's the hood. Let me check. Maybe the hood is not shut all the way. I'm gonna... I saw what it is. I saw what it is, but I don't know what it's called. And it's just something he can tighten. Yeah. And I'll see him today. Okay, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for providing for the car to get fixed and protect me along my way. Jesus, take the wheel. So, these neighbors are getting a new roof. That's what I've been hearing since early this morning. I kept hearing this sound like not a banging, not a tapping, like a pecking. And I thought, a chicken, one of those leghorns, that gets out, wouldn't be pecking on the outside of my added on room. But I went out and checked, and there was not a chicken out there. So I came back in and was doing something, then I sat down and it was quiet and I heard it again. And I thought, oh, don't tell me there's a mouse in the wall or any kind of critter. But now I understand it. It's the neighbors across the road getting a new roof. And so probably, I'm pretty sure what I'm hearing is when they're taking out the nails or whatever for the old roof. I'll tell you what. Well, you can't see it, but this subdivision over here, they all got new roofs. Another subdivision where I know two people that live in there got new roofs. Along this side of the road, there is a subdivision, but then 3 people that live down on this road that I know of got new roofs, and now the neighbors across. And I don't know if this is like repairs that they're getting from a storm that we had whenever, because we haven't recently had a bad hailstorm, but maybe people's insurance money is just coming through and they're, being able to get it done. Yeah, he just has to tighten that thing. Now, what was I saying before I got out to check the car? Taking you to Garland. Well, I'm going to Garland. I don't know if I'll keep you on for the whole ride there, because I don't have a whole lot to say, except I did think of more whips to add to my drawing, my weekly drawing. One is to work on trimming those beautiful scrap squares that Laura had sent me. the other was to also take out the lavender and sage green squares that I have for the blanket I wanted to make for my lavender love seat. I don't know how many squares I have. I had made a bunch, and a couple people sent me some, and I started trimming those, but that's the other thing on my list. Now, there are a lot of things I want to start. Like, I want to make some random act of kindness little gifts out of my little random act of kindness crochet book. And I still want to make myself a blanket for my bed out of that beautiful variegated, or was it ombre, that Laura gifted me. And also want to make me a Rwanda. But those things I'm not going to start until I have knocked out a whole bunch of these other whips. I think that's the best thing. Now, in between working on these whips, when I draw every week from my baggie, I can whip up a dishcloth, something like that I can either use for myself or put away for someone else, something useful, and it will give my mind a break from, I'm working on these whips that I've set my goal for. I hear a belt and thought it was mine, but it's the truck next to me. The neighbor, when you take off the alternator, you have to take off the belt and then put it back on after, and you have to get that tension. I don't know how. It was dark out, so I couldn't be out there watching to learn, and my hands are no good to be doing mechanic stuff, but there must be a tool or something that they use so that they know that they have the right tension. And would you believe this? So my alternator started to go, well, as you know, probably like 2 months ago it started. But last Thursday is when I was really living on the edge, just driving around in town. Last Thursday, and today's Friday. Monday, I was talking with a friend, and he said, guess what? My dad's was driving his truck. My dad was driving his truck, and his battery light was flashing. And so he went to an AutoZone. They ran, I'm gonna sneeze. They ran all the tests, and his dad's alternator was very bad, on the verge of just quitting, and his dad is 80 something, so he switched vehicles with his dad, and he's going to buy a new alternator for his dad and have a friend of theirs put it in. But they have a big truck, and their alternator is going to be over $200. And then smell something. It seemed like there was someone else, like there was me, my friend's dad, and somebody, a lady that I've gotten to know that goes to the laundromat. I saw her the other day, and she said that about a month ago her alternator went, and her husband is pretty handy, and so she bought the part, or they bought the part, and her husband put it in. I thought, wow, you that through the years living for Jesus, I have heard people that, troubles and trials come to everybody, right? That's just part of living here. And I have heard people, every time they go through a trial or they get hit with a trouble or sickness or whatever, they want to blame it on the devil. Hey, not everything that comes our way is devil sent. First of all, the devil can't put anything in our way unless God allows it, right? That's the first thing. Second is, God also tries us. God knows how to try us, to test us, see how much we're going to trust Him. And yes, then God does allow the enemy to try to throw some monkey wrenches in our way, like He did Job and other faithful people in the Bible. God allowed the enemy to do some things. And then third, it's just life. We live in a fallen world. We don't live in a perfect world. We live in a fallen world filled with sin. But it's just part of being human and living here. We're going to have to deal with things. So I'm one that not every time something comes my way that hinders me or makes the car break down, or I have to go without something, or I'm sick in my body, I'm very careful. I don't blame everything on old Slewfoot. I'm not going to give him all the credit. And I'll tell you this, if you're walking and talking with God, you're staying connected with Him, oftentimes you'll be able to know the difference. God, right now I'm going through a trial. I just feel certain that God is testing me, and nothing's wrong with that. You better pass the test, or you may have to go through it again. And you'll know the difference between the three things that I just said. But the ultimate thing is, our trust has to be in God. It can't even be in ourselves. It's got to be in God. Hey, and now this government shutdown, I guess it's still shut down. That's going to hinder a lot of things. But you know what? God is above the government. God's above the government. And God is large and in charge. God's in control. God owns it all. And if you know your Bible, you read from the beginning to the end, God has always taken care of His people. It's a wonderful thing to live for Him and to trust Him no matter what, to have that confidence in God. I'm thankful for every trial. I really am, and God knows I am, because those trials, they taught me how to trust God. We're almost there. So I have quite a few errands to do today. Oh, and I'm not gonna, let's see, now I don't hear it as much, but I did see the thing that is shaking that needs to be tightened. Anyway, I'm not gonna name the person, but I may have an exciting Happy Mail to show you today. Somebody gifted me that project bag that I had been wanting, and I couldn't put it on my Amazon wish list because I saw a purple one on Amazon, but I didn't like the, what do you call it? On the side of it, it had just like a netting pocket where you could put your crochet hook or your scissors. And I felt like, well, anything you put in that, it's going to fall out. And then probably the netting is going to eventually wear out. So I looked for something else, and if you got to see that one on my community page, I think you'll agree that it's much better. I deleted it since the person let me know that they gifted it, and it may possibly come today, and I can't wait to show you. I'm excited about that. And thank you. You know who you are, and thank you so much, so much. I'm not gonna get the chicken feed here because let's see, I'm gonna get the straw, and I might ask for like a pound or two of the sunflower seeds. They scoop them out of those barrels, but the lay pellets I'll get back at home and Wiley at Tractor Supply. It'll be more affordable that way, and also they'll carry it out, or they'll, get it in the buggy for me, and then they put it in my car, and then I open it when I get home. I open it and I scoop a bunch out into that small tin trash can I have, where I put their feed, and that's how I do it, because I can't lift. I think it's 40 or maybe even 50 pounds. But it's a reasonable price. The price does change, but sometimes it's like $16.95, $18.95 for that big bag. I could while I'm down here. I have never bought a big bag like that from here. I've always got them to just scoop it into a brown paper bag, like 5 pounds, 8 pounds. If I've been down here and I needed it just to get me through the end of the month, that's how I've done. But I will ask, I think, because they have young, strong people that work here that carry things out. They even carry out the bag of hay for you, or straw, whatever you're getting. I've seen some businesses here shut down, but they were old car places. I still need to find out from Jamie's Hooked. I guess I could Google it. Because right up here, uptown Garland, is where they have all those markets, like the urban market, where she has a tent and sells her crochet. And I'm thinking next year I would like to try that. She has just hitched her wagon to a star with those markets. She's done really good, but she's worked really hard. I'm really proud of her, and I'm thankful that she's able to supplement her income with her crochet. She's worked hard. We're still planning to meet up again I can never remember if I buy hay or straw for the bedding. One is better than the other for the chickens, so I need to Google that. They still got peppers out here for sale, jalapeno. I don't know what else. All right, I'll talk to you later.